In the grand, intricate tapestry of life, each thread, no matter how vibrant or celebrated, is remarkably fragile. My name is Albert, and welcome to Unknown Facts. If you find value in these stories, I would be most grateful if you would subscribe to the channel and press the like button. The world of filmmaking is one of meticulous artifice. On the set of the film The Crow, a tragic accident stole a promising life. Brandon Lee, son of the legendary Bruce Lee, was an actor of immense promise, poised on the precipice of global stardom. The illusion required the use of firearms, props handled with the utmost care. Unbeknownst to the crew, a tiny fragment from a dummy cartridge was lodged deep within a barrel, a minuscule oversight. When a blank was fired, the explosive blast propelled that fragment with the force of a bullet. The line between performance and reality shattered in an instant. A simulated act became horrifically real. Brandon Lee was struck and mortally wounded. The set fell silent, a sobering lesson in how one small detail can unravel everything. It left behind only silence and a profound sense of loss. Next, a beloved naturalist whose life ended in a single tragic moment. The natural world is a realm of breathtaking beauty and profound power. For Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, this was his life's passion, to teach and inspire. During a documentary shoot at the Great Barrier Reef, he approached a usually placid short-tail stingray. Stingrays have a venomous barb used defensively, not an attack, but a last resort reflex. In a split second, feeling cornered, the ray flicked its tail, a defensive reflex with devastating precision. The barb struck Irwin in the chest, piercing his heart, a one-in-a-million tragedy. His death reminds us that the wild obeys different rules. Even the most respectful visitor remains a guest. Coming up, a stunt gone wrong in front of thousands. Professional wrestling is theater and athleticism, scripted outcomes, but real risk. Owen Hart, beloved performer, performed high-flying entrances as the Blue Blazer. He was to be lowered from 80 feet in a theatrical entrance relying on harnesses and quick-release clips. A premature activation, a catastrophic mechanical failure with no backup line. For the live audience there was brief confusion. For Owen Hart, it was a plummet to a deadly impact. He died from his injuries soon after. A stark public tragedy that exposed razor-thin safety margins. The show controversially went on, but a shadow fell over professional wrestling. Next, a set disaster that changed industry safety forever. On a 1982 set aiming for visceral realism, they used powerful pyrotechnics and a low-flying helicopter. Veteran actor Vic Morrow was holding two child actors in knee-deep water amid explosions. An unexpectedly large blast sent debris upward, striking the helicopter's tail rotor. The aircraft spun out of control and crashed into the actors below. All three actors were killed instantly by the rotor blades, a brutal collapse of illusion into horror. The tragedy sparked legal battles and a thorough overhaul of on-set safety, especially with aircraft and child actors. It remains a dark landmark, a warning about when ambition outpaces caution. Next, a quiet, complicated medical mystery. Brittany Murphy was a bright, quirky screen presence with a voice and talent that captured audiences. She died at 32. The official cause, pneumonia with contributing factors, pneumonia and iron deficiency anemia, plus multiple drug intoxication, a mix of over-the-counter and prescription medicines likely taken while ill. Her husband died 5 months later of similar causes, prompting speculation about toxic mold and other environmental factors. Investigators dismissed the mold theory, yet a lingering unease remains, a quiet, creeping tragedy. Her story is a cautionary tale. Health can slip away through subtle, compounding factors. Up next, a fatal accident triggered by a tiny design flaw. We trust everyday mechanisms, cars, locks, elevators, to behave predictably. For Anton Yelchin, that trust was shattered in his own driveway by a bizarre design flaw. His Jeep Grand Cherokee used an electronic gear shifter that springs back to center instead of staying in park, confusing many drivers. If you exit thinking it's in park when it's in neutral, the vehicle can silently roll away. On a summer evening, he stepped out to check the mailbox. The SUV rolled, pinned him against a brick pillar, causing fatal blunt traumatic asphyxia. A lonely, freakish, preventable accident, the result of design and communication failure, not recklessness. It spurred recalls and a reminder. Tiny design choices can carry life-or-death consequences. Next, ambiguity surrounds a rock star's final moment. Michael Hutchence was an electric frontman, glamorous life, personal struggles behind the curtains. In 1997, he was found dead in room 524. The official ruling was suicide due to severe personal pressures. Those close to him suggested an alternative: accidental autoerotic asphyxiation, a dangerous private practice that can go fatally wrong. A slip from unconsciousness could turn an experiment into a fatal accident, a reframing that leaves ambiguity in its wake. The official story is sad and plausible. The alternative paints a tragic misadventure. Both leave a legacy of unanswered questions. The ambiguity endures, a reminder of how a single set of facts can be seen very differently. Next, a Hollywood mystery on the water. Stay with me. The next story is full of unanswered echoes. Natalie Wood, a star from childhood, had a well-known fear of dark water. On a 1981 Thanksgiving weekend aboard the Splendor, an evening of tension, arguments, and alcohol set the scene. She disappeared during the night. Her body was found floating a mile from the yacht, clothed in a nightgown. The initial ruling was accidental drowning. The theory: she went to secure a dinghy and slipped. Bruises were later noted, the case was reopened, and the cause amended to drowning with undetermined factors. Was it a tragic accident or something more sinister? The silence of that night has never truly been broken. Decades later, the mystery still compels speculation and sorrow. Next, a cultural icon and a lightweight car with a deadly destiny. James Dean embodied youthful rebellion. On September 30, 1955, while transporting his Porsche 550 to a race, a fatal intersection collision ended his life at 24. A left turn crossed his path. Poor visibility and the Spider's low profile made the impact catastrophic. Isadora Duncan, a revolutionary dancer, loved flowing scarves, a symbol of her free spirit. Her scarf became entangled in the rear wheel's spokes, yanking her from the car and fracturing her neck. A bizarre, poetic, and instantaneous end. Each narrative underscores one truth: life is precious and unpredictably fragile. Faulty design, defensive reflex, misstep, or simple misfortune. These stories teach awareness and respect for small variables. Thank you for joining me on this thoughtful exploration today on Unknown Facts. It's been a privilege to share these narratives with you. If you found this meaningful, please subscribe and leave a like. Until next time, be well and hold your story close.